Greetings, wise souls. Welcome back to Abundant Fi Wisdom, where we fearlessly dive into thought-provoking discussions about the world we live in. Today, we embark on a journey to explore a topic that has sparked curiosity and controversy. Is Haiti a cursed or targeted country? From the point Haiti gained its freedom, the nation faced constant targeted socio-economic and political oppression. There are different arguments there. Some believe that Haiti is not cursed, it is targeted. From earthquakes in the summer to the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse, and the perilous voyage to the US border for Haitian refugees, only to end up whipped by modern-day plantation overseers. Others think that Haiti is not cursed, it is targeted. From earthquakes in the summer to the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse, and the perilous voyage to the US border for Haitian refugees, only to end up whipped by modern-day plantation overseers. They must be cursed. Both the Obama and Trump administrations had their cages, while Biden has his lassos to violate black and brown bodies. How can a nation be so grieved by these unfortunate events? They must be cursed. A popular take on the events happening in Haiti, spread by the American evangelical Christian pastor, Pat Robertson, is that the nation is cursed. The host of 700 Club on the Christian Broadcasting Network suggested that a pact with the devil brought on the earthquake in Haiti. Robertson said during a broadcast of the show in 2010 that the Haitians were under the heel of the French. You know, Napoleon III and whatever, and they got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, "We will serve you if you will get us free from the French." And so, the devil said, "Okay, it's a deal." They must be cursed. The story alludes to the genesis of Haitian independence, where the legendary Boys Caiman ceremony took place on August 14, 1791. Chaired by Dutty Boukman, a powerful leader of the Maroons, descendants of Africans in the Americas who formed settlements away from slavery, and the legendary Haitian voodoo priestess, Cecile Fatiman, the visionaries knew how to weaponize their environment. They used swamps, crocodiles and venomous plants to keep the slavers away from their plan for freedom. Toussaint Louverture, a Haitian general and the most prominent leader of the Haitian Revolution, helped transform the slave rebellion into a true revolutionary movement. He went from trying to bargain for better conditions of slavery late in 1791, to becoming fully committed to its complete abolition, and he eventually got that for himself and the people of Haiti. It was a shame he did not live to see it. But they are cursed. I would argue, from the point Haiti gained its freedom, the nation faced constant targeted socio-economic and political oppression at the hands of the international community. Although Haiti formally gained independence on January 1804, France refused to recognize Haiti's independence in 1825, and the Napoleonic Armada threatened to invade the island, unless the sum of 150 million francs, modern equivalent of $21 billion, was paid for the loss of income from slavery. After several years of negotiations and fear of war, Haiti agreed to pay 150 million gold francs in 1838. Haiti did not finish paying this debt until 1947. In 1914, the United States invaded Haiti and seized its national gold reserves worth about $500,000, about $13 million as of 2021. American troops killed several thousand Haitian civilians during the rebellions between 1915 and 1920, though the exact death toll is still unknown. Those that managed to survive had to endure horrifying conditions of forced labor under a corvée policy to improve economic conditions in order to fulfill foreign debts, including payments to the United States. In 1922, the National Bank of Haiti was seized by the National City Bank of New York, today's Citibank. Peter James Hudson, Associate Professor of African American Studies and History in the University of California, Los Angeles, wrote in the Radical History Review that employees of National City Bank of New York triumphantly announced, "Bank of Haiti is ours." In the early 1980s, Haiti maintained dependency on their own cultivation of rice. That's until the United States, under the Clinton administration, formed the Caribbean Basin Initiative, CBI, a trade agreement between the United States and Caribbean countries which aimed to lower tariffs to liberalize Haiti's economy. The CBI had tragic consequences for Haiti as their import tax stood at 35% prior to its formation, but the trade deal cut this down to 3% in 1994. The nation was inundated with cheap rice imports subsidized by the US government from Arkansas. Haitian rice farmers could no longer compete and found themselves out of business. In 2010, before a US Senate committee, President Bill Clinton admitted that his initiative was a mistake that killed local Haitian agriculture for the benefit of his farmer friends in Arkansas. This late admission of guilt came around the same time of Haiti's most devastating year, 2010, as the nation was destroyed by a 7.0 magnitude earthquake that killed more than 220,000 people. The following year, a UN investigation revealed that a cholera epidemic hit Haiti following the voluntary discharge of fecal matter into the Artibonite River by United Nations employees. The 32-page report found that cholera spread quickly from a UN camp in the upper Artibonite River Valley to water used by tens of thousands of Haitians for bathing, washing, and drinking. The cholera epidemic hospitalized nearly 300,000 and killed 4,500 people. More than $13 billion in international aid was given to the Red Cross, UNICEF, the Clinton Foundation, and several other NGOs in 2010. Although 95% of the 1.5 million people who were in camps have been moved, many of them are still not in permanent housing, with at least 200,000 people in new hillside slums and makeshift tents for homes. The majority of the funds disappeared without any transparency regarding the recipients. Which leads us to where we are today. President Moïse assassinated. Haiti struck by a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. More than 15,000 descendants of Toussaint L'Ouverture undertaking the perilous march of more than 7,000 kilometers to the United States to relive what their ancestors lived. So, what do you think? Cursed or targeted? The murder of its president in his own home is yet another chapter in Haiti's miserable history. Within minutes of the news flash of the assassination of Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse last week, two things became clear about the killing: it was brutal, and the world would find it shocking but not surprising. The grotesque violence of the incident, a head of state shot dead in his own home, would surely catch the world's attention, even though little else about Haiti now does, after multiple coups, the catastrophic 2010 earthquake, and the worst cholera outbreak in recent history. But what does the assassination really say about a country that should, as the world's first black republic, be an inspiration in the age of Black Lives Matter? By rights, Haiti should be a shining template for change. It is the second country after the United States to throw off the colonial yoke, and the only state in history established by a successful slave revolt. But the doleful description permanently appended to Haiti is of the poorest country in the Americas. The pandemic has added another, the only country in the Western Hemisphere that hasn't vaccinated a single person against COVID-19. As Graham Greene put it in The Comedians, his 1966 novel on Haiti and its tragic state of abject need and absolute oppression, impossible to deepen that night. Haitians sum up their hopes and fears themselves in a grim Creole proverb, Ti Marie Pap Monte, Ti Marie Pap Descend. It literally means that little Marie will not go up, little Marie will not go down, but the subtext is deeper than the obstinacy of a little girl at play. What Haitians are really saying is that nothing will happen, nothing will change. Everything will always stay the same. It is a fatalistic prefiguring of everything that happens in Haiti, and to it, even the murder of a president. Haiti has been here before. The last time it violently rid itself of a head of state was in 1915, when the brief, 4-month presidency of Vilbrun Guillaume Sam ignominiously ended with his being beaten to death in the French embassy in Port-au-Prince. The body was paraded through the streets of the Haitian capital. Weeks of chaos precipitated US military intervention and an unpopular occupation that lasted nearly 20 years. Moïse's murder is unlikely to trigger a similar response from the US, which is exiting another failed 20-year attempt at nation-building in Afghanistan, thousands of miles away from Haiti. That said, the details emerging about the assassination are almost as horrific as in 1915. According to the country's police chief Charles Leon, heavily armed men, 26 Colombians and 2 Haitian Americans, shot the president at least a dozen times. He was found lying on his back, with blue trousers, a white blood-stained shirt, his mouth open, the left eye gouged out, said Carl Henry Destin, a magistrate in Pétionville, the upmarket neighborhood high in the hills of Port-au-Prince, where Moïse lived amongst Haiti's wealthiest in a well-guarded villa. Moïse's wife was also shot and flown to hospital in Miami. She later described the attack as happening so quickly, her husband was unable to say a single word. One of Moïse's children survived by hiding in a bedroom. Pétionville has pretty French-style cafes, elegant old restaurants and shiny new ones, as well as well-stocked supermarkets and quirky boutiques. The view from some parts of Pétionville is deceptively charming. Rows of purple, pink, lime and cream houses clamber up the mountains of Port-au-Prince. But the colorful facades hide a shantytown, Jalousie, a neighborhood in which 45,000 people live without water, electricity or sewage facilities. Their brightly painted houses are the result of a $1.4 million civic project by Moïse's predecessor, President Michel Martelly, to prettify one of Haiti's biggest slums rather than to effect real change. It has been ever thus in Haiti, where an estimated 80% of the population lives in extreme poverty, while a wealthy elite of a few thousand families admires the paintbox approach to slum management and controls the levers of power. Moïse, Martelly's protégé and a former banana exporter, is said to have tried to take on some entrenched interests, a foolhardy attempt without political capital. The visceral nature and audacity of the attack on its president has triggered profound political uncertainty in Haiti. Though unloved and seemingly unmourned, it is notable there has been no mass outpouring of grief. Moïse's death leaves Haiti in a precarious situation. It currently has no head of state, no functioning legislature, an unelected acting prime minister who has declared a state of siege that is essentially martial law, and a constitutional legal vacuum after the death from coronavirus in June of the head of its Supreme Court. To complicate matters further, there are 2 acting prime ministers. The incumbent, Claude Joseph, says he is in charge and is refusing to step aside for Ariel Henry, the neurosurgeon appointed prime minister by Moïse 2 days before his death. Henry was due to be sworn into office, but as that hasn't happened, the US and the United Nations have thrown their weight behind Joseph. Even so, influential American voices on Haiti from within Biden's Democratic Party acknowledge the bizarre nature of the situation. Congressman Andy Levin, co-chair of the House Haiti Caucus and member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, has said it's completely unprecedented. You've got a situation where there's no government administration that's seen as legitimate. The US and UN have their own reasons for backing the incumbent acting prime minister. To prevent Haiti's descent into anarchy, or as Spanish daily El País said, from becoming the Somalia of the Americas. That would push Haitians to flee en masse wherever they could, as they have countless times before from natural disasters and political instability. They could head for the Dominican Republic, DR, which shares the island of Hispaniola with Haiti, but would be driven back by force. Haiti and the DR have long had a testy relationship. Or, as before, Haitians could pile into rickety boats bound for the US, which would add to the problems of Joe Biden's administration as it tries to deter hundreds of thousands of migrants from Central America. As has happened countless times in Haiti's 217 years as an independent nation, the wider world is trying to keep the lid on a hot mess, hoping against hope that its volatility is contained within the half-isle. After it won independence in 1804 by an extraordinarily brave slave revolution lasting more than a decade, the slave-owning United States isolated and ignored it. The US formally recognized Haiti as a sovereign nation in 1862. There were no international ructions over the former colonial master France's outrageous demand for monetary compensation for lost Haitian slaves as well as Haiti's profitable sugar and coffee-producing plantations. Haiti agreed, in exchange for recognition of its independence by France. Its gargantuan debt, the modern equivalent of $21 billion, was only paid off roughly 70 years ago, but the economic burden is considered to have severely depleted the former pearl of the Antilles, leaving it destitute and subject to a never-ending cycle of misgovernance, incompetence and the resulting despair. Biden himself, in a previous avatar as chairman of the U.S. Senate Foreign Affairs Committee, admitted in a 1994 television interview that it's a god-awful thing to say, but if Haiti just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet, it wouldn't matter a whole lot in terms of our interest. What would matter is a power vacuum leading to political and societal turmoil of the sort that triggers a mass migration crisis and affects the U.S. In the end, Haiti's tragedy, and God knows, there are all too many, the scourge of its politics, poverty, cholera, coronavirus, may be the fact that it is always considered a problem. It is telling that even those who love Haiti bemoan it as benighted, an unlucky place. The title of American author Herbert Gould's Memoirs of Haiti, His Second Home, says it all: best nightmare on earth. And there you have it, dear viewers. Our exploration into the question of whether Haiti is a cursed or targeted country has taken us on a fascinating journey through its rich history and multifaceted narratives. As we conclude this discussion, it's essential to remember that labeling an entire nation as cursed oversimplifies the challenges faced by Haiti. This land, with its resilient people, has overcome adversity time and time again. It's not about curses, it's about acknowledging the strength, culture, and spirit that define Haiti. Let this video serve as an invitation to dig deeper, question preconceptions, and embrace a more nuanced understanding of the world. Haiti, like any other nation, is a complex tapestry of triumphs and tribulations. I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What did you learn from our exploration today? Remember, wisdom comes from seeking, learning, and engaging in open dialogue. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey here at Abundant Wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more thought-provoking content that expands our minds and enriches our understanding. Until next time, may wisdom guide your path.